Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the final build, the final renovation for our townhouse series where I built this set of 4 townhouses in the world of Sequoia. So this is the 4th and final one, and I'm decorating this space for some roommates that are a little bit on the nerdier side. I feel like this is an apartment for like me and my friends. Minus the gaming aspect, or at least the video gaming aspect. This is for some Sims who really enjoy card games, board games, and Dungeons and Dragons. That was the whole concept behind this apartment. And I had a couple of comments over the last month or so asking if I could build an apartment or something for some Sims who really enjoy playing D&D. And obviously we don't really have those items in the game. So I had to get a little bit creative, and I think this space came out so cool, and I love using this new couch that we got with the basement, oh gosh, is it Basement Treasures? With the Basement Treasures kit. It's a little bit worn, and like there's some stuff thrown on it. I was thinking maybe those were just like items they left there, props, things like that. You will see the garage space is full of fun props for gameplay, and I had just a blast with this space. So I'm grabbing out a bunch of different board games now. We have 2 that came with Growing Together and 1 that came with Basement Treasures. I also have all sorts of fun like posters and stuff on the wall. I was thinking they could be either some like fan art for different things, or maybe aspects of their current campaign they're having going on. So maybe they're fans of Critical Role, like that sort of idea. I also have like a notebook on the table to keep track of everything, and here are some of those board games. I have some of these pieces as well if they decided to use these for anything, and I don't know. I was very happy with how this space came out. You can kind of imagine what each of these things could potentially be. I also really cluttered up this bookcase over in the corner, which I turned backwards so that it framed the window a little bit better, but it has so much stuff on it, and I thought it was so fun. And so yeah, we're just adding some more of that right now. Lots of board games, some of these little figures as well. I got this candy jar. We have these really fun like books that I put up here. A lot of these things I feel like would be like collectibles. I know this is kind of what the bookcases in my living room look like. It's just covered in collectibles and things like that. Also, this pillow from Outdoor, is it Outdoor? No, Backyard? No. Little Campers, there you go, is the exact same swatch as the couch, so I needed to put that there. And here I am playing around and switching up some of the posters. I found this compass, and for some reason it just felt perfect for this particular build, so I needed to put that. I also got the beanbag chair in here, and I just think this space came together really cute. I did also use some of these decals of some void critters. They don't really have to be void critters, they could be. But they looked like the kind of creatures I would imagine are in some of the games that these Sims are playing. It's up to you what you think they're playing, but I was going off of all sorts of fun board games and D&D. That's something me and my friends like to do a lot. We get together, we've played some D&D. We've also, we're really into like murder mystery games. So that's something we've played quite a bit of, and a few other things as well. I feel like getting together with friends and playing board games is one of my favorite like hobbies. So this was such a fun idea. Thank you to whoever had suggested it. I also get a fish tank in the kitchen, like a fish bowl. For some reason, I liked the idea of the Sims having a fish. I don't think that's the ideal way to house a fish personally, but in The Sims, I do like to occasionally include those because they are smaller and fit into more interiors, and unfortunately not everyone is super knowledgeable on fish care. But also got some shelves in here. These ones are from Jungle Adventure. I just kind of pushed them up into the cabinet, so we have that little shelf with some plates on it. And then I got a couple more clutter items in here. I kept the counter next to the fridge empty so your Sims could go ahead and prep food there, but I cluttered up this corner quite a bit with a few different items to just show it being in use, and also having a couple of decorative pieces there as well. And then I put a corkboard over here, which I put all sorts of postcards on. I also ended up putting a couple of them on the wall behind the couch to add to the storyline. The ones that are for places like Stixum and Sylvan Glade, I just thought they looked a little bit more like places they might be exploring on one of their campaigns. So I thought that that would be a nice location for that. And then the hallway space is pretty basic. By the back door, I put a place to hang up some coats and an umbrella stand, I'm pretty sure. I also will be putting a backpack into that coat area. And I'm trying to think what I put against the stairs. I know I don't put much there, and I include the trash can, which I think I'm doing afterwards. We're decorating by the front door first, which is another space for coats. Oh, I got this gorgeous mirror from the Werewolves pack. I just thought that that would be perfect in this space. I've actually been looking at a mirror that looks exactly like that online, but I have nowhere to put it, so I haven't gotten it. But it's so nice. I really, really want it. But unfortunately, I do not have the space. Anyway, we're moving on into the garage. So, of course, I'm using some of the new items from the Basement Treasures kit, some like old junk and stuff they have in here from moving, broken pieces, that sort of idea. Since I haven't decorated any of these garages like this yet, I thought it was kind of a fun idea. And of course, I'm still excited about the new pieces, but I also end up putting a bunch of like posters as well as some bigger props that I thought they could use in some sort of role playing. I end up having like a lot of pirate ship items, which I thought was a bit of fun. And I also have this rack over here of clothes in plastic containers or plastic like protectors. I was thinking this was a lot of cosplay items. Because I imagine these roommates are quite into the cosplay scene. I love cosplay, so once again, something I really enjoyed about this particular build. So here are some of those pieces, and I also decided I wanted to fit a bookcase in here. I wasn't sure which one at first. I thought about using the one from the basement kit, but that actually ends up going in the living space instead. And I used this one that came in, I want to say this came with Discovery University. It is a really nice one that has cinder blocks on the bottom. Really nice in like, it's a nice Sims item. It's not like a high-end beautiful piece, but I think it was really cool. And this one also fit in this space a lot better, the basement one. So I put a bunch of clutter on here. We got more of these little figures. I also got this really cool like robotic arm on the bottom shelf, and we end up getting some other clutter. I have this like, I don't remember if I kept the fossil or not, but I pulled out a fossil. I pulled out a bunch of items and I wasn't sure what I was going to fit on there. I just grabbed things that I thought could make sense for this space. And then I grab out my trusty red shelf, which is a CC item. I use it a lot in builds to place items more precisely, and it is linked in the description of this video and all videos if you ever wanted to download it and use it for yourself. I don't leave it in builds, so they don't count as having custom content, so no worries on that. But it's super useful. Anyway, we're moving upstairs now into the bathroom. All the fixtures are already here, as this was a townhouse that I had previously already built with all of the built-in fixtures, but the decorations and stuff I left to decorate with each of the like concepts behind each build. So we're just decorating in here. I love the rug I used as a bath mat. It's an egg and it's just so cute. And also, this is my first time building where we have these new slots on our bathroom furniture. So I was excited to do that. For some reason, I didn't think about putting something on the back of the toilet here. I was just like, oh yeah, I don't have to use move objects to place things on the sink. That's nifty. And so that's what I did. And then I'm just grabbing a couple of beds and trying to decorate these rooms to each Sim's personality. They're slightly different and they don't entirely match downstairs, because I was thinking, well, these two Sims are really into this. They're also the like place all of their friends gather for them to play games together. So downstairs is kind of like a little bit messy, a little bit mixtured of styles, and up here they have their own spaces that's a little bit more them. I am going to switch out these bookcases because they felt too new and pristine compared to the rest of the apartment. But I was thinking the Sim was more into reading. That's one of their main hobbies outside of games, like board games and stuff. So I was thinking they were really into fantasy books. And I just wanted to make a cozy space for them in their room. So I do include a bookcase, but it doesn't have as many books on it. But I do end up having like a chair in the corner. I believe another one of the beanbag chairs. And I tried to make this space super cozy, and I really like how it comes out in the end. It just took me a little while to figure it out, since I felt like it really was clashing with the rest of the house instead of working with it. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. It's a little bit more put together, I think. But it just felt like it wasn't right before. But I'm happy with the decision I made to swap out this bookcase. This is essentially like a cube unit you can get at IKEA. I have the same one in black in my office. So I thought it was a pretty realistic piece for the sim to have. I also really like the tapestry above their bed that has the cow plants on it. It's so cute. And then I'm just getting some more clutter up here. I also used the new landline phone that we got from the Basement Treasures kit. I just think it's really fun. And I ended up getting like some more books and stuff up here, some more storage, some more of these board games, because they all share that passion, but they have some other interests of their own as well. So yeah, just cluttering up the space. I feel like that looks pretty decent and realistic looking. So that's what I went with there. And then trying to figure out a poster to put over on this wall, I ended up going with the periodic table of elements. I'm not really sure why, but maybe this sim is also like was a science major or works in the science field. I didn't really give too much thought to their careers, just their hobbies, which tends to be the case in homes anyway. Like, you're probably not going to walk into my apartment and immediately know my boyfriend's career. You're going to know that we're fans of Doctor Who and Batman and things like that. Not necessarily the career he works in. So anyway, I added this new mirror from the Basement Treasures kit as well, and another poster. And then this is the other bedroom. I loved how this artwork looked behind the bed. That is from Werewolves, and it just looks so perfect in this space. I'm not really sure what I'm imagining that artwork is for, but I'm thinking it's from some sort of series that the sim really enjoys, or maybe it is part of one of their campaigns. I'm not really sure, but I thought it looked nice in here and matched really nicely with this bed. I also added this little globe, and I wanted to put one of those downstairs too. I just didn't find a space for it, but maybe he keeps it up here, or they keep it up here and bring it downstairs from time to time if they need it for one of the games they're playing. And then I just got a basic closet piece over here, and I believe a mirror and probably some more posters. I don't remember what I put over here. Oh yeah, these ones. These are from Discovery University, and I rotated them a little bit with tulle as well, just to make them look a little bit less pristine on the wall. And then in the hallway, I decided to add this little lamp that we got with the Infants update with the fox on it, because it's just so cute. And I feel like maybe they found it in a store and they just needed it, but it didn't really fit into the rest of the spaces, so they put it in the hallway. So that's what I did. And then for the outdoor space, all they have is a telescope. That's what I imagined would be useful for these sims, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this series and this townhouse. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and click that bell to be notified of when I upload. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the screenshots. Bye everyone.